Welcome back. And now we're going to look at Etsy's designed by policies as we are looking at these new things that they have rolled out yesterday that everyone is a little bit confused by because it's a little bit confusing. So let's look at I'm going to share my screen and we're going to look at the design by policies in the new creativity guidelines. If your products fall into the designed by a seller, what's going to happen is you're going to see this on the listing itself under the description. It'll say designed by, and then the name of your shop. And a lot of people have said, okay, my products are showing up as designed by, and they should be made by. Okay. But I think that there is, number one, Etsy's system isn't categorizing everything correctly now. That could change. What you need to do is go in to the details, where it says who made it, make sure everything in there is correct. And then if it still shows up as designed by and you really think it should be in the made by, then you're going to need to contact Etsy and let them know. And I think they're going to be working on this for a while. But the fact is that a lot of things that we think are made by are now categorized by Etsy as designed by based on how they're produced. Okay. And they are going to be using this in filtering for customers down the road. So we'll have to see how that shakes out. But let's just go through this. Okay. Designed by a seller are sellers' original designs that are produced or printed by a third party or offered as a digital download. Okay. Digital downloads are now pretty much, I guess, all going to be they're all going to say designed by a seller because you are not producing the final product. You have the digital piece that somebody buys and then they print it. That physical product is not being produced by you. Okay. So it's designed by you. So this means that every photographer who has downloads of their images, every painter, everyone who sells digital downloads of their images, it's now going to say designed by, because if it's a digital download, you're not creating the final product. You're not creating the final physical product. You have to think of it that way. And it's going to say designed by. Okay. The language there is a little weird. And I think that they are using, it's just because it's not the final physical product that you personally are producing. Now, I do know that there are people in my eShop group whose prints are being categorized incorrectly. And again, this is something that Etsy's going to have to work out. But let's go through the specifics of this. Okay, so items designed by a seller include only digital downloads of seller's original designs, original content created by the seller, sold as a digital download. Okay, so I sell keyword lists in my digital shop. And this would be a designed by. Okay, because I made the list, I go through and choose the words to put in the list, but I'm not printing the final product. If you have like I said, paintings that you're selling prints of digitally, it's the design by. So the examples are a digital file of the seller's unique graphic designs, audio, text document, or scanned copy of physical artwork. Okay, so it's designed. Okay, so you are no longer the artist, you're the designer. That's how Etsy's defining this. And we have to just suck it up because this is how they're defining it in order to be able to separate this stuff out. My guess is that this is all going to come down to customer filters at some point because they have said they're going to be putting that in place to help people sort through all this stuff on Etsy. So, okay. Another thing that's designed by sellers original designs produced by a production partner. So this is POD. Okay. Original designs created by a seller and produced with the assistance of a production partner, which is a printer, print on demand, whatever. Sellers must disclose that an item is made by a production partner and provide accurate information about where the item will ship from. This is not new. Okay, so you have to tell people where you're shipping from. You have to tell people that it is a third-party printer, and that's not new. That's been on listings for quite some time. So the examples of this are a unique dress designed by a seller and reproduced at scale by a production partner, a coloring book designed and illustrated by a seller and printed and bound by a production partner, a graphic logo created by a seller and printed onto a phone case by a third-party printer. None of that is new. That's all POD, but now it's going to be designed by. And for people that have been complaining that print on demand is not handmade, and I agree with that. I don't think that I think print on demand is designed by, but it's not handmade. Although, like I said, they don't use the word handmade at all on this page. Okay, it's not here once. Then this is actually an improvement. Okay. And someone in the comments of one of my videos said that they actually like this because they consider themselves a designer. So now it's going to say designed by, and they like that. So this is not new, but now they are going to say designed by if it's print on demand. This, I'm going to do a separate video on this, but they have added seller prompted AI creations. I'm not a fan of AI images because we all know it's very complicated and there's copyright issues, and I'm not going to get into that. But Etsy is allowing this to a certain extent, but they have given themselves a huge window to get out of it. And I will go into the AI policy in another video because it's a lot. Okay, creations that were generated using AI tools, e.g. AI image generators such as DALL-E, based on a seller's original prompts. Now, this is important. You can't buy prompts and use them. And they have taken that ability out. You cannot sell AI prompts on Etsy anymore. And that's part of their policy. We'll go into that in another video, like I said. But they are starting the process of taking those listings off of Etsy. Okay, sellers must disclose within their listing descriptions if an item is created with the use of AI. So you have to say this was created with AI. Okay. This does not mean, and now see, this is the question though. This does not mean if you use Photoshop, that's not AI. That's considered editing, photo editing. But if you're in Photoshop and you use their generative fill, is that AI? I would say yes. Okay. So you have to disclose the use of any kind of image generation. And then like I said, I'm going to do a separate video because it's a whole thing. That's a whole other thing. So the examples of this are a fantasy scene based on a seller's original prompts or inputs produced by an AI generator, or a custom portrait of a buyer's pet generated using AI tools. So if you have been doing, I see a lot of people do like pet portraits by taking the pet and then putting it into AI, whatever. If you are using Photoshop or another image editor where you are using generative fill, you're using generative anything, in that, because I know there's a lot of things that these tools can do, then you have to say in the listing that you are using AI. That's how I'm reading this. Okay. And like I said, I will do another video about this, but let's look at the following are examples of items that do not qualify as designed by seller. So these are things that you cannot sell on Etsy anymore. Okay. If ever. Selling a bundle, collection, scan, or PDF of someone else's work as a digital download, except in the case of qualifying vintage items, see handpicked by a seller. That's the next section. So if you're selling lots of Disney SVGs or Disney clip art or someone else's work that you've taken and you bought it on Creative Fabrica or you stole it off of Google and you were selling that as a digital download, they now have an explicit policy that says you cannot sell that. Whether they take that down is a different issue because the copyright laws are very tricky. But Etsy now has a specific policy, and this is actually good, saying that you cannot sell other people's work as a digital download. Okay. Whether it's a bundle, a collection, a scan, or a PDF individually, you cannot sell it. So if you have a shop full of SVGs that you did not create, Etsy can come in and take it down based on this one line. Okay. And like I said, whether they do or not is a different issue because of copyright laws and how those work. They are not legally able to do that in a lot of cases, but they have it in the policies that they have the ability to if they opt to use that. Okay, something else you cannot do is use a pre-existing design or choosing from a production partner's ready-made templates, except in the case of items personalized by a buyer. Okay. And this is sourced by seller. Let's go into this a little bit. Okay. So these do not qualify as designed by a seller. Using a pre-existing design or choosing from a production partner's ready-made templates, except in the case of items personalized by a buyer. Okay. So I know that there are services, I was just looking at one of them yesterday, where you can go in and you can just choose designs. And it's great for other platforms. You can choose the design, you can put it on your shirt, and you don't have to do anything. And you have the right to do that because they let you. You can't do that unless you change it somehow, or if something is personalized by a buyer because they put their name on it or something else like that. You cannot use pre-existing designs at all unless you alter them. And that's actually the policy as it is now. You have to change things. So for all of you who've got tons and tons of SVGs that you just bought the SVG and you slapped it on a shirt, you didn't change a thing, you can't do that. And that says it right here. Those do not qualify as designed by a seller. That is not considered design work, buying a design and putting it on something and selling it unaltered. You have to alter it in some way. You have to make it different. And that was the case before. That has not changed. They just reworded it here. Okay. The last thing does not qualify as AI prompt bundles, and they have said that they are taking those off because they want you to use your own AI prompts and not someone else's, because there is absolutely no creativity that you can even argue if you're using someone else's AI prompts to make a computer do something. Okay, you're not making it up. You're not doing the design work. There's nothing. There's no argument that you can use. So they're taking these off. They have said in the next few weeks they're going to be taking those off of Etsy. So you might as well just delist them now if you sell those. Okay. Here's a little article if you want to link. Here you can learn more about how Etsy has helped sellers grow their businesses through production assistance. This is the justification for print on demand, so I'm not going to go into that. I am going to do a separate video about the listing image requirements because this is very tricky and it's clear as mud, basically. If you have a digital product, how are you supposed to show that, right? So designed by a seller, sometimes you don't have the products because the production partner is making it. Can you use mock-ups? This has always been a problem with Etsy. The last thing that I heard, and I haven't looked for this in the policies yet, is that you can use mock-ups if they are provided by the company that's actually producing the item. So you can't buy a mock-up or make your own and then use it, but you have to use it from the ones that are making the product. Okay, this says when listing personalized or custom items such as monogrammed or engraved accessories, your first image must show a finished customized item rather than the blank product or placeholder text. You can't use your text here anymore. You can't put that on Etsy. So the first picture in your listing has to show a finished customized item as it will look if somebody buys it. And I think that they actually want a picture of the thing, a finished customized item rather than the blank product or placeholder. Okay, you can't use placeholder text. That's out. You can't put the blank product. You have to have some kind of finished customized item. Is a mock-up okay? I don't know, but we're going to go over and do a separate video about the listing image requirements because that's a lot. Again, there's so much. There's so many links that go to other places that clarify things or make it more confusing. I don't know. Okay. These are examples of items that qualify as designed by a seller. Wedding invitations designed by a seller and provided as a digital download. Okay. A seller's unique original design printed onto a blanket by a production partner. Okay. Or seller prompted AI art. Seller prompted, it has to be your own prompts. You can't use someone else's prompts. Examples of items that do not qualify as designed by a seller, and they put AI prompt bundles right there because they've said we're going to start taking them down. So that's done. And then this says a PDF file of a book that the seller did not personally create or design. So you can't scan other people's books and sell them on Etsy. I would think that would be copyright infringement anyway. But I know that there's probably a lot of public domain books that people have done that too. I don't know. I don't look for that on Etsy. The one thing that I do want to clarify as we're talking about this is, let's see, is the thing about the original designs, content is a digital download, seller prompted. Okay. There is something about the vintage stuff. You can do vintage. You can do like public domain images, like scanned public domain images, scanned vintage images. You cannot sell a bundle, collection, scan, or PDF of someone else's work as a digital download, except in the case of qualifying vintage items. Okay, so this kicks you into the handpicked by a seller category because that would be a vintage scan, like a scan of a vintage item that is in the public domain. You can do that, but it's a different classification, okay? And it might show up as handpicked. It might show up as designed by. I don't think it's going to show up as designed by because you didn't design that. If you're scanning someone else's item, and it's okay because it's public domain and there's no copyright on it, then you didn't design it, but you are picking it to, it's handpicked. So that's the one. There's a few, not that that's the only thing in that section, but that's the one thing in that section, because I know a lot of people do have shops that have vintage images that are downloads, and that might throw those things into the handpicked because you didn't design it, but it is legal. It's like it's Etsy legal to scan those and sell them. So that's the design by seller section. Give this video a thumbs up. We're going to do the handpicked. This is a long, and see, if I had done this all in one video, oh my God. Okay, so go take a little break, go get a snack, and come back and watch the handpicked, because again, there's a little overlap, and good Lord, there's a lot. Okay, I will talk to you in the next video.